The negative as a disadvantage, it says that banning assault weapons would be bad. I think for two reasons. One is because it'll cause a slippery slope, and somehow the other is that it will upset the Republicans and stop them with ENDA. My first argument is this evidence is, or disadvantage is not unique. The evidence from the 1 or 2NC, the first evidence he reads says that California's new laws are going to start this slippery slope from happening, which means that whether or not the affirmative passes the assault weapon ban or not, your Second Amendment rights, they're slippering away. They're a slippery slope going because California already did this. Don't blame us, it's happening in the status quo. My second argument is that we will concede that criminals get their guns illegally. My third argument is that our ban decreases the number of guns available to steal. That's our argument, is that there will be less guns in the status quo, which means that there will be less guns for the criminals to get their hands on and less use of them. My fourth argument is that there's no impact to the loss of the Second Amendment. Even if you believe at the end of the day the Second Amendment's going to go away, there's not a single card that tells you why that's important. So what? So there'll be less guns in society. Hallelujah. My fourth argument is that there's no proof that the assault weapons ban will affect the ENDA. He has evidence that says that 49% of Republicans or 51% of Republicans did not like the assault weapons ban. But there's not a single piece of evidence that says that they will then turn that anger toward the Employment Non-Discrimination Act. My next argument is that the ENDA is already dead. It's not unique. The House Republicans will not vote on the ENDA because the Tea Party House Republicans are voting it. Don't blame this on the assault weapons. They're going to do it whether the assault weapons ban is passed or not. Look, this DA is not unique at all. Even if you think there's impact, you can't blame us for it because other elements in the status quo are going to cause it. But even if you think it's unique, there's no impact to it. So what if we lose the Second Amendment? So what if we lose the ENDA? There's not a single argument on the disadvantage that tells you why that would outweigh. So let's look at case and see if there's a good reason to stay. In subpoint A, we tell you that assault weapons are increasing every year, and that in subpoint B that there is they still cause a huge amount of danger, and that it's upsetting the FBI, and that it's causing mass shootings, and that 15.6 people die. Extend all of that. The 1NR has 3 or 4 random arguments. His first argument says assault weapons are not more powerful than hunting. Who cares? The idea is they still kill 15.6 people every time they're used. He does not deny that. He says the weapons aren't meant for killing people. Our first argument is our evidence says they are. Now our evidence says that the attachments have no functional purpose for killing a deer. You do not need to shoot 50 rounds a minute to kill a deer. The only reason to do that is to increase its killing power. My second argument is so what? Even if it wasn't meant for killing people, they're being used to kill people, and that is a significant reason to get rid of it. He says we need them for protection, but he doesn't answer my partner's argument in the 2AC that says you can use a lot of weapons to protect yourself. There's absolutely no reason uniquely that you need an assault weapon. His fourth argument says the FBI's job is to protect people, but he's missing a point of our FBI evidence. Right now the FBI is doing background checks on legal citizens, people doing the right job because of the assault weapons. Once you make these a ban, no longer will citizens be influenced by the FBI. Only criminals will be looked after. Please extend subpoint D and E, which tell you that they kill people and that they cause a lot of death. There's been no answer to that. That is far more significant than any of the stuff on the off case and the disadvantage. In contention 2, we tell you we can solve. There's not a single argument by the 1NR here. Please extend that empirically the ban decreased crime with assault weapons. Please extend subpoint B that assault weapons that have been used in the past would have been illegal if we had our ban. And subpoint C that says the FBI will be able to focus directly on domestic terrorists instead of interfering with citizens. Our case is solid. We indicate there is a significant problem that we can fix. The only question is there a risk of a disadvantage, and our argument is no. The disadvantage should not be blamed on us, and even if it is, there's no impact.